Good evening, everybody. Welcome to game two between Indiana and Florida. The previous game, you wound up having Florida prevailing 5-4 with a 4-2 lead in the top of the eighth inning. And Florida was able to come back courtesy of a Daniel Murphy RBI double, followed by Fred McGriff's sacrifice fly. In the bottom of the ninth, with Florida pinch hitting for catcher Charles Johnson, JD Martinez took a Dan Plesac slider and ripped it for a deep home run in left field to prevail 5-4. In today's game, we're going to see Lance Lynn win 13-10 this year, make his second start of the postseason. He went 0-1 versus Florida this year with 3.86 ERA. Jake the Grom 14-9 over the course of the regular season, had a sparkling 2.97 ERA, a whip ratio of 1.132, and has 8.2 strikeouts per 9 innings. Did not start against Indiana and is making over the course of the regular season, and is definitely making his first postseason start. No changes pretty much on hand here for both teams. Andre Dawson still struggling, but is still playing in his rightful spot. We have Lance Lynn and Jacob DeGrom pitching here. DeGrom really pitching on fire. Lance Lynn had a bit of a struggle his last postseason start. The roof is close today, 75 degrees at Marlins Park, 36,881 on hand to watch this tonight's telecast. This ball game here. And Florida, who has swept their first season with Georgia, looking to make it 5 in a row here, remain undefeated in the postseason. We'll get this game on the way here. Questionable decision in game one with Dan Plesac coming in here and having to face JD Martinez. People have been talking about that today, but not much you can do right now. Actually, the Grom is 1-0 in the playoffs, 8 innings, 7 hits, 3 runs, 1 walk, and 6 strikeouts. Kenny Lofton is 1 for 16 this postseason, and he has really been struggling. He picked up a walk the last time up, but as a whole, he's been struggling at the top of the order. They might decide to make changes here if he can't seem to get his game going. Jacob DeGrom to come on here. So 14-9, 2.9, 208 strikeouts and 227 innings this year. Here's the pitch. Here's a drive. It is high. It is deep at the track, at the wall, and it is gone. And just like that, Kenny Lofton with a leadoff home run as Indiana quickly takes a 1-0 lead. He took a slider. First ball in a year, took a pitch that was slow. It backed into the zone. He just lofted it, no pun intended. And a 1-0 lead for just like that. Eddie Roush, 6 for 18 with 2 RBIs so far. The 1-2 pitch. Struck him out. What a nice slider there for, boy, that was well painted. Mattingly's 2-2 pitch. He strikes him out with the change. There's out number 2. 11 of 17, 2 for 4 last game with a home run and RBI for Chuck Klein. A 1-1 here. It's a weak pop-up. Daniel Murphy not only in the inning, but Indiana picks up a run courtesy of a home run. Here is Lance Lynn face Raines, Murphy, and Sheffield. 4-16 for Raines. And he had a pretty good game. First game one was a bunt attempt, but it's popped up to the catcher. Bubbles Hargrave for the first out. Daniel Murphy's 4-15. A big RBI double here to sort of ignite the rally in the eighth. There's a line drive base hit the other for Daniel Murphy. He's aboard with a single. Sheffield had himself a hit in the RBI last game. Swing and a miss. What a nice curveball there by Lance Lynn. There's a second out. McGriff, the 0-2. Struck him out with a cutter, and it just cuts in the outer half of the plate for strike 3. The Grom now to face Roland, Hargrave, and Herman. A big solo shot for Roland at the top of the second, sort of ignite Indiana, get them going here in game one. There's a line drive base hit the other way over the first baseman's head, and a leadoff single for Roland to start off the second. Bubbles Hargrave with a double last game. The 0-2. Struck him out with a fastball on the outside corner. Beautiful pitch. Billy Herman. Here's a line drive. There's a base hit the other way. No, it's a base hit to the left. It's first and second now. Roland running the third. He makes it. First and third with a hit run single. You have Dickie Thon coming up here. 6 for 17. He drove in a run yesterday. The 0-2 to Thon. There's a ground ball to short. It'll be an infield hit. There's no play to be made. And Dickie Thon with another RBI single that was deep in the hole. By the time he could sort of shortstop J. Bell could sort of plant and throw, that just wasn't possible. And lo and behold, Indiana with a 2-0 lead. Lance Lynn to come out here, get the bunt down, and he does. The pitcher's going to throw over to first for the sacrifice, so Lynn gets a job done. Second and third now. For Lofton to rip the home run this last time up. 2-0 to Lofton. Here's a drive that is hit into left center. This will be playable by Raines. That will end the inning. But Indiana picks up another one, courtesy of an RBI single by Dickie Thon. Jones, Dawson, and Johnson come up here. The 3-2 pitch by Chipper Jones. There's a weak pop up to the third baseman. Roland has it. Has got it for the first out. A 1-2 to Dawson. Struck him out. A nice fastball on the outside corner. The 0-2 to Johnson. Struck him out on a curveball. That'll end the inning. Beautiful pitch. So after 2, Indiana's taking a 2-0 lead here. And with the conditions neutral because of the roof being closed, might level the playing field for Indiana here. Because they're just folks are just hitting the ball properly. Here's a 2-0 pitcher to Eddie Roush lead off the inning. Here's a ground ball to second. Daniel Murphy will fire to first. 4-3 put out for out number 1. Natalie 0 for 1. 3-2 pitch to him. He walks him. So he'll take his base and textbook walk here for Mattingly. 23 of 49 is Klein been this year against Florida. He's 0 for 1 today. 1-0, but he's ever dangerous. There's a drive that is hit into left center. This will be caught by Raines for the second out. A nice hustling play by Raines to get the second out of the inning. A single by Roland allowed him to score in the second. Struck him out with a fastball in the inside corner. That'll end the inning. But Indiana holds a 2-0 lead against Florida with Bell, Grom, and Raines to come up. A 3-2 to Bell. He walks him. So now Grom an opportunity to bunt the runner over. A bunt to second. To the pitcher, will throw to first for the sacrifice here. Man at second here for Tim Raines. 3-2 to Raines. He walks him. So another walk here in this inning, first and second, with one down for Daniel Murphy, the 3-0. He walks him. The bases are now loaded for Gary Sheffield. The 3-2. There's a fly ball that is sent to right field. This is playable for Klein. Nobody is going anywhere on Klein's arm. The ball is shallow hit. And there's out number 2 and a big out here, but Fred McGriff here with the bases loaded. 2-1 to McGriff. Here's a line drop. There's a base hit in the right field. 1 run's going to come in. 2 runs are going to come in. And a 2-run single for Fred McGriff. And just like that, this game is tied. The 2-2 to Jones. Here's a ground ball to second. Herman will fire to first. That'll end the inning. But 3 walks in by Lance Lynn does him in, and it results in 2 runs. And to the top of the 4th with Hargrave, Herman and Thon to come up here. The 0-2 to Bubbles Hargrave. There's a ground ball to third. Jones will pick it up, fire to first, and pick up the first down of the inning. Billy Herman, the 2-1 pitch. Here's a drive. That'll be for extra bases in the right center field. Hermit rounding first on his way to second. And he'll slide into second base with a double. Big hit here. Dickie Thorne, the 1-0. Here's a drive that has ripped the center. This ball is going to be for extra bases. A run will come in and score. Dickie Thorne with an RBI double will give Indiana a 3-2 lead. RBI triple for Dickie Thorne here. He's now third base. And Lance Lynn here. The 0-2 to him. Struck him out on a changeup for the second out. Kenny Lofton 1 for 2 today. He's looking to make some damage here with 3-1. He walks him. So 2 walks here given up by Grom with 3-2 with 6 hits, 3 runs. Yeah, but Eddie Rauscher has a chance to really open this game wide open with a 3-2. Here's a ground ball to first. McGriff will pick up the ball. He'll fire to first. He'll run to the bag and assisted that on the inning, but Dickie Thorne has given Indiana a lead again. Dawson, Johnson, and Bell to come up here with 2-1 to Dawson. Ground ball to first. Manning will pick it up, run to the bag at first for the first out of the inning. Charles Johnson, first ball hitting. So ground ball to third. Roller picks it up, fires to first. Right on the money. There's a second out. Jay Bell walked the last time up, a 3-2 pitch to him. Line drive and a base hit into left field. So the Grom will pick up the bat and try to make something happen here. He sacrificed a run over last time, a 1-0. There's a drive to center, but this will be playable for Lofton. He's under the ball, corrals it for the final out of the inning. To the top of the 5th here, with Indiana clearing out the 1-run lead. You have Mattingly, Klein, and Rowland to come up. The heart of the order. Mattingly 0 for 1 here with a walk. First ball hitting. There's a crop ball to second. Murphy makes a nice diving play with throw to first, and that'll be the first out of the inning. Clyde is 0 for 2 today so far. Go 3-1 here to Clyde. He walks him. Scott Rowland 1 for 2 and a single, and run scored. The 1-2 to Rowland. There's a weak pop up. That'll go to the pitcher to ground for the second out of the inning. Bubbles Hargrave is 0 for 2. 2 ground ball outs here. Here's a ground ball to short. He'll go to second for the force play. That'll end the inning. So despite the walk by Clyde, nothing eventful here to the bottom of the 5th. The top of the order, Raines, Murphy, and Sheffield to come up. The 2-2 to Raines. Ground ball right to the pitcher. Lynn will fire to first, pick up the out. Big out here. There's Stengel Murphy, who was 1 for 1 with a walk. The 3-2. He walks him. There's his 4th walk of the game here. Sheffield, the 1-2. There's a ground ball right to third. 5-4. But not in time for the play at first with a double play, but they do pick up the second round out here. McGriff, a big 2-run single to tie the game. The 3-2 to McGriff. Here's our drive. He rips it for extra bases. That'll be an opportunity for Sheffield to round second. He's heading for third. He's going to home. And Fred McGriff inside outside swing here and rips an RBI double, his 3rd RBI of the ball game. And it is now 3-3. Chipper Jones 0 for 2 today. A 2-0. Pass ball here by Bubbles Hargrave as they mix their signals up. Is 3-0. Chelsea just walking. No, it'll be an extra bases. Chipper Jones with an RBI double. It is now 4-3 Florida. Probably should have walked him here. There's Dawson with Dawson coming up especially. Here's a drive that is hit to left. It'll be caught by Roush generating 2 runs here by Florida. Has given them the 4-3 lead. And the Grom Now, well, not pitching well. Now it's the lead to work with here, but 1-0. Remaining will drive to center. This will be playable right at Dawson for the first out of the inning. He found 2 hits with a double, with a single, and a triple, and 2 RBIs. The 1-1 to Thon. There's a line drive. There's a base hit to left. His third hit of the ball game. Result of Lance Lynn's at bat being meaningful here. He's going to try to bunt the runner over the 2-2. He bunts it right to the Grom. He'll throw to first. There's the out as Thon moves to second. Lofton 1 for 2 today. The 2-2 to Lofton. Ground ball to first. McGriff will run it over to first base. That'll end the inning. As Indiana fails to score a run from second to the bottom of the 6th. Johnson, Bell, and DeGrom. Here's Johnson, the 1-0 pitch to him. He gets hit. Here's Jay Bell, the 1-1. There's a wild pitch here. Runners at second. 3-2. There's a drive and a base hit into center field for Jay Bell. First and third, nobody out for Jacob DeGrom. A 1-1. A bunt to move the runner over to second. That's the first out of the inning. Tim Raines here. Second and third, 1 down. A 2-2. Here's a drive that is into right center field. This is playable for Clyde. And he does it again, once again, not hit deep enough, and Clyde's arm prevents the run from third from scoring. Here's Daniel Murphy, first ball hitting. Here's a drive to center. This is going to be a base hit. 1 run's going to come in and score. 2 runs are going to come in and score. Not in time, and a 2-run single for Daniel Murphy with 2 outs has made this a 6-3 game. Aaron Barrett to come on in here. Lynn's day is done. 5 2/3 innings. Six runs, 6 earned, 4 walks, no home runs given up. But these are not the type of performance that you need from your pitchers here. The 1-2 pitch by Barrett that'll end the inning. But once again, the damage is done. As Florida plates another couple of runs, make it a 6-3 game. You have Roush, Mattingly, and Klein to come up in here. The 0-2 to Roush. Struck him out. What a beautiful pitch there. Fastball outside corner. Mattingly, the 1-2 pitch. Here's a drive that is whipped into right center field. That'll be for extra bases. And Mattingly rounds to first, head for sense for second. In there with a level. Klein, 0 for 2 with a walk today. A 1-1. Here's a drive that is hit to right. This ball is really well hit deep, but it's playable. Mattingly will tag to second, head to third. But it is now 2 down. Rowland 1 for 3. The 1-2 to Rowland. Here's a ground ball to short. Bell will fire the first time, will end the inning. And the side is retired with Indiana left without scoring already here. Barrett to face McGriff, Jones, and Dawson. A 1-2 to McGriff. Struck him out with a nice fastball in on the hands. That'll get him to the first out for 3-2 to Jones. There's a ground ball to second. Billy Herman will fire first. There's a second out. Andre Dawson 0 for 3, 1 for 17 in these playoffs. The 0-1 to Dawson. There's a drive to center. This is going to drop in for a base hit. He tries to go to second and gets gunned down. That'll end the inning. So nothing across here for Florida. An ill-advised running play by Dawson as he tries to get it overzealous here. 8th inning of work here for the Grom facing Hargrave, Herman, and Fawn. Hargrave. It's a ground ball, the base hit to left. The leadoff single for Bubbles Hargrave. As Indiana really needs base runners to get some things going. 2 for 3 for Billy Herman today. Body Warriors done their job here. It's a ground ball to second. They'll go to first just to collect the out. Hargrave moves on to second base. 3 for 3 with 2 singles and a triple with 2 runs batted for Thon today. The 2-2. There's a drive. There's a base hit for Thon. That's his 4th hit of the ball game. First and third. Barrett will come out of the ball game here as he pitches an inning and a third. Gives up a hit, but that's pretty much it. Phil Hodges to come in and make his appearance in the series. The 1-2 to Hodges. So grab on the third. Runner doesn't move. The runner goes to second, however, but Hodges is gunned down at first. Second and third now with 2 down. As Kenny Lofton comes in here. Second and third. Opportunity to sort of make this game interesting here. The 1-1 to Lofton. Here's a drive that is hit to left, but this will be playable for Reigns, who's under it, makes the catch, and ends the inning on that note. So Indiana, despite having 2 runners on, failed to get them to score. In comes Tim Stoddard. He'll make his postseason debut. Is Johnson, Bell, and Grom. There's a fly ball into right. This is playable for Klein. He's under it, reaches it up for the catch, makes the out. Bell. The 1-2. Struck him out. A fastball for number 2. JD Martinez, whose last pitch and appearance resulted in a home run. Gonna face Stoddard here, the 2-2 pitch. This time a fastball, he got him. Win the inning. But to the top of the ninth we go. Indiana down by 3 and looking to make this interesting. In comes Wade Davis. Roush, Mattingly, and Klein. Roush is 0 for 4 today. First ball hitting. It's a ground ball to third. Jones will fire first, but the ball's thrown away. And Roush will wind up at second base on a throwing error by Machado, who's replacing Chipper Jones. So Machado makes his first appearance of this series. Manley 1 for 3 with a walk today, the 1-0. So ground ball second, he'll push it over the third. And finally, the first time winning. Excuse me. No COVID here, folks. But anyway. Malley moves around over third. There's 1 down for Chuck Klein. 0 for 3 with a walk today. A 1-2 pitch. It's a ground ball to second. Murphy will throw to first. An runner will come in and score. So Roush scores to make it 6-4 at this point. And Wade Davis now face Scott Rowland, nobody on, 2 outs. Here's the 3-2 pitch. Struck him out with a fastball. And there's the game as Florida takes another game. They prevail 6-4. I mean, Indiana started off on the right foot, but just couldn't get it done later on. No holds, no blown saves. There were sacrifice hits by the pitchers. No sacrifice flies to report the lone home run by Kenny Lofton. The final tally here, Indiana with 4 runs, 10 hits, no errors. 6 runs, 8 hits, and 1 error for Florida. The winning pitcher here is Jacob the Grom. He now goes 2-0 in the playoffs. Lance Lynn picks up the loss. He's now 0-1. And Wade Davis entered the 9th inning and collects his 3rd save of the postseason. Wade Davis now has 3 wins, has 1 win and 3 saves in 5 postseason appearances so far. And he's been on the right end of the statistical part of the pitching. Just a really well played game here. Florida a bit slow at the beginning, but their bats took off in the 3rd, 5th, and 6th innings, and it was just more than enough for them to win their ball game. Time of the game was 3 hours and 33 minutes, 36,881 on hand at Marlins Park. Daniel Murphy had a solid game with Griff, 2 hits and 3 RBIs with his performance, and Florida now takes a 2-0 series lead as they head to Indiana for games number 3 and 4. Comfortably ahead here, looking to sort of make things happen. So on behalf of the WBA Television Network, and this is John Georgiou wishing you a pleasant evening. See you next time, and we'll be looking to do game 2 between Ohio and Appalachian State. So on my behalf, I wish everybody a pleasant evening, and I will see you next time. Take care.